Hi, I'm Amanda Beard, 7-time medalist. I get my Aquasphere gear at swimoutlet.com, the web's most popular swim shop. Check them out today.
Welcome to the Morning Swim Show for Monday, November 21st, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Finis Monitor today, we'll talk to Chad Clos. He just won 23 gold medals on the World Cup circuit, and Chad joins us right now in the Finis Monitor from his best friend's house in Durban, South Africa. Chad, welcome back to the show. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for having me again.
Man, what a past few months it's been for you. All over the world, winning gold medals, making lots of money. Not bad at 19.
Nah, I can't complain.
You know, I feel like we've watched you grow up. We first had you on the show a few years ago, and we knew you were good then, but you're really living up to that potential. How do you feel about how you've come along?
You know, it's actually surreal to me. You know, when you first had me back in April last year, I kind of, you know, I was very unsure and very, you know, nervous about swimming, you know, at international level and traveling around. And, you know, I think over the past year and a half, I think I've, you know, matured a lot in that respect. And, yeah, I'm just really thrilled with, you know, everything that has happened so far, you know, in my swimming career, my short career.
You won $145,000 on the World Cup circuit. That'll buy you a nice car in South Africa, right?
For sure, for sure. I need a car. I haven't got a car. I got my license in June before the World Champs, but yeah, I think I'm gonna give myself a car.
What are you gonna go with?
Hey, I don't know. It's difficult to say. I was thinking maybe a Ferrari or a Lambo, but
maybe save that till after you win a medal in London.
Yeah.
So we got the video of you returning home to Durban after the World Cup circuit. It was kind of like a rock star homecoming for you. Very nice. Were those a lot of your teammates and friends waiting for you at the airport?
Yeah, no, for sure. It was fantastic. I had a lot of family that came over. I have a very big family. They all were there. I had a lot of friends, a lot of swimming guys, and I had my old school, my high school that I was at last year. They came out there with the drums and you know, the chanting, and yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, I got off the airplane and we have to walk down these stairs, but it's like a long 300 meters you have to walk, and it's like it was echoing. They were like, Chad, Chad, and I actually kind of heard it from like all the way down there. So yeah, no, it was a great reception to come back to, and you know, I actually didn't expect it too much, because when I arrived in South Africa, I arrived in Johannesburg. So like there were quite a few media people there, and my dad actually surprised me in Johannesburg, because we live in Durban, which is an hour flight. And yeah, I didn't expect much in Durban, and I think Durban was like twice as big. So yeah, just thrilled.
Who's the most famous swimmer in South Africa these days? You can say yourself if it's true. I'm just curious. I mean, I don't live there. Who is kind of the guy in South Africa right now?
Nah, I don't know. I think you know, we got a very good team, you know, coming through. I think you know, I mean, Cameron, and you know, he's very popular here in South Africa. I guess I'm starting to, you know, come through a bit. You know, Reagan Yeckling is also pretty big still in South Africa, and yeah, Roland, and yeah, hopefully I can.
What is a realistic expectation for you in London?
You know, like, I don't know, the questions popped up, you know, more than once, you could say, and you know, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I think I can do, but I think, you know, it's fair to say that, you know, I'm definitely going to be gunning for you know, a top 3 finish. I'm going to, you know, try and swim the 100, 200 fly and the 400 and 200 IM, so you know, I'll be happy with, you know, a medal or two along the way. I think, you know, that'll be a decent performance next year. But yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, anything can happen from now until London. You know, it's 8 months away, and you know, we have our trials in April, so we have to basically qualify again. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm really excited, and yeah.
You beat Michael Phelps in the 200 fly and one of the World Cup meets. do you think you can beat him at the Olympics in the 200 fly?
If I'm actually honest, every time I kind of get on the block and I race, it sounds weird, but I actually feel like I can actually beat anybody without sounding arrogant or boastful. When I get on the block, if it's a 200 freestyle, a 200 fly, 100 breaststroke, for any race, I don't know. I feel like all my tactics kind of go out the window. I just think about trying to race and trying to beat the guy. So, next year, obviously, there's a lot of people that are going to be, trying to go for the medal podium, especially in the 200 fly. I think that's going to be a very a close race, especially just to get in the final. I think the semi-final is going to be a tough race even. But going back to the question, I think I'll be giving it my best shot. I've got nothing to lose. He's the defending champion for the past like 10 years. So I mean, it'll be amazing if I can. But yeah.
Does South Africa have all the pieces necessary to medal in any relays next year, or are you still one or two short?
No, I think that, like I said, we do have a bit of time to work on, the things like that. I think, in a relay, it's how on form, all four swimmers are going to be. And I think we'll see that next year in April. We'll see at the trials. We got the 4x1, which did very well at the World Championships. I think, if we can qualify for the 4x2, because at the moment we don't really have a 4x2, going to Olympics, and a 4x1 medley because we didn't make the final at Worlds. But if we can produce, a top 6 or top 5 time combined at the national championships, we will send a team. So, I think, some of the other two relays were kind of disappointing at Worlds, but I guess if we can, the 4x1 looks pretty strong, and hopefully we can just, all come together at nationals. I think that's going to be the key, definitely.
The first time we had Cameron Vanderburg on the show, he talked about wanting to be kind of the first homegrown star. That a lot of guys before him, like Reich and Roland, had come to the U.S., come to Arizona or other schools to train here. And he wanted to prove that you could do it there. You could train in South Africa and still be world class. And you are following in that mold as well.
Yeah.
Do you think that's becoming like the new trend, that more and more South African kids are saying, look, I don't have to go away, maybe I will, but it's not a must to become a world-class swimmer?
I definitely think that, in South Africa, the coaches in South Africa haven't been getting the right credit over the past couple of years. I think, we have great coaches in South Africa. I believe that, Graham Hill, the coach that I'm with, I've been with him for, nearly 11 years now. He's produced, Olympic silver medalist from 2000, Terence Parker, and, he coached Darian Townsend in 2004 with the 4x1 relay team. He, Charlene Woodstock, the Princess of Monaco. He's been around for nearly 24 years now, and I think that, a lot of people are realizing that, with, I think, me and Cameron, showing that we can do it in South Africa, that there is hope for us to, stay back home and, train here and still perform. But, not taking anything away from the US, I think, a lot of guys that go over there, I guess it works for some people and it works for others, Like, a lot of people in South Africa, I think because of Rake and Roland, actually, go over to the States because they did so well in 04 and, during those times. I guess it just works for some people and, for others it doesn't. But, for me personally, I can only speak for myself. I'm really happy here in South Africa and, with Graham. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't change anything. So.
Why do you wear goggles on your neck always on the award podium?
It's actually a bit of a weird story. I kind of, when I was younger, I used to lose a lot of things. So my parents actually told me when I was younger, like really young, like 8 years old, they said, well, Chad, if you're going to lose another pair of goggles or a costume or something, we're gonna stop you from swimming. So I kind of, decided to wear it around my neck because in that way I never lost them. And it actually got so bad that I actually forget sometimes that I'm wearing them. So like on the way home after like the World Cups, I've got my goggles around my neck, and then I have some people like, Chad, your goggles are around your neck, and then I'm like, okay, well, yeah. I don't know. It just became a thing after since I was young. I've been doing it for a while now. It's actually become quite popular in South Africa, to be honest. I think a lot of young kids are trying it out.
You're a trendsetter. Very cool.
Yeah, no, I think it's all right.
Well, it's good to see you're doing well. You got summer coming up there in South Africa. Times are good. Training's going well, I hope.
Yeah, I know it's great. Now's a good time for us as South Africans to train. Basically, it's getting really warm now, and especially in Durban, it's a fantastic place to train in the warm weather. And in January we actually we have the Hungarian national team that are coming down, the Chinese national team also, and I think some Germans and some British guys might be coming down.
Nice.
Because also at the end of January we're having international competition at I think on the 25th of January, and a lot of big names are coming down. So from what I've heard, so yeah, it should be a very busy January period. Yeah.
Chad, we can't wait to see you in action next year, buddy. It's gonna be fun.
Thank you. Thanks so much, guys.
All right,
Cheers.
thanks for joining us. That is Chad Clos joining us in the Finis Monitor from Durban, South Africa. That's it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.